Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Andy and welcome to the channel. So, as a lot of you know, if you watched yesterday's video, I went Jeep shopping. Looking for another Jeep, sold my Jeep to Sean on here, a subscriber. I hope you're enjoying the Jeep, Sean. So I went looking for another one. I'm actually looking for a newer four-door, and that is going to cost me a lot more money than I was hoping to spend because I keep wanting to reduce the mileage that is on the vehicle. I'll let you know in the video exactly what I pay for the Jeep whenever I get it, but it's going to be a lot more than I was hoping to spend. But how did yesterday go? I went and looked at a couple of Jeeps yesterday, and the one that really caught my attention was a Sahara edition that was at a Ford dealership in Bristol. And I pulled on the lot. It had I think it had like 56,000 miles on it, so it's decent mileage. And that's where I'm looking at. Somewhere between 40 and 55,000 miles is where I'd like to be at. You know, something reliable enough where I can take it on long trips to Florida or something like that. So I'm looking around that range. And if any of y'all been looking at four-door Jeeps around that mileage, you know they are not cheap. So I went up there and looked at this one, and I think it was priced somewhere around $25,500. Now, it was an automatic. I think I would actually prefer to have a manual, but it was an automatic, and that's fine. If that's what I find, I'm good with that. I would just prefer a manual. And when he pulled it out, when he started up, I smelt something, and I was like, something don't smell exactly right. Now, when I finally find a Jeep, and I buy it, you know, I do the video for you guys, I'll introduce it, you know, and show you what I bought, what exactly it is, and the options and stuff like that. Later on after that video, I will do a video on the things that I look for when I look for a used vehicle, and I will throw some specific things in that video for Jeep Wranglers, because there are certain things about Jeep Wranglers that you need to know about when you go looking for a used one. There are some rust spots and stuff that people try to cover up, and that's what had happened here. Now, I'm not saying the Ford dealership tried to cover this up. The person that traded this vehicle in may have done that. They did some undercoating and stuff like that, and these are things that you need to know about when you're looking for any vehicle, but specifically Wranglers. So needless to say, when they pulled that out, I caught a little whiff of something that I didn't know. It smelled like it's hot or something. Not exactly like oil, but it smelled a little warm. And I didn't see any oil leaking or anything like that. So that was a good sign. But when I was looking for that, I noticed some rust and stuff that they had tried to, like I said, cover up with some undercoating. And immediately, I probably wasn't at that dealership, you know, looking at the vehicle. It took them a minute to get it and pull it up and stuff like that, but I probably didn't look at that vehicle a total of 30 to 45 seconds to when I knew I was not going to buy it. I shook the guy's hand, said, I appreciate it, I don't want this one. And the look on his face was just bum-fuzzled. Apparently, he didn't know how many vehicles I'd owned in my life, and I know exactly what to look for when I go to look for a used vehicle. But the look on his face was just like you didn't even hardly look the vehicle over and you didn't even ask to drive it. When I see things like that, I don't need to drive it, because those things are enough to deter me from buying this vehicle, even if it drives perfect. So I do want to say the hunt continues. I may go look at one today. I will be in a close proximity of one that I found online. The only thing about it is it does not have power windows. In a two-door Jeep, power windows was not a necessity because I could just reach over and crank down that window. But in a four-door Jeep, you cannot reach the back two windows. And I don't know if I can overcome the fact that I would have to stop the vehicle, get out, and roll down the windows if I wanted to put my back windows down. Now, that being said, I understand there's a lot of people in the world that say, hey, it's a Jeep. You know, it's an off-road vehicle. Jeeps have gotten a lot more luxurious, a lot more up to date in the newer ones, especially when you're talking about a 15, 16, and I would not go to 17 or 18s because they're having some frame issues right now. They're actually being investigated for frame welds, so I'm staying away from the 17 and 18 and 19 models. But you know, 14, 15, and 16 model years with low mileage is still in the ballpark. But for that right there, you know, there's no reason that four-door vehicles should not have power windows and power locks. They have little plug-ins on the doors. When you want to take the doors off, you just unplug it, take it off, and you're good to go. So there's no reason that they should not put that on those. But for some odd reason, this one does not have it, but it's really nice. And I'm still going to go look at today, but I found another one also that I tried to contact the people. And for some odd reason, when I try to contact people on Auto Trader, a lot of times I don't get contacted back. Now the Jeep is still there. I just don't know. I'm gonna try to look into it more. I'm gonna get on computer instead of my phone and see if that has anything to do with it. See if I can actually leave a message or something like that. But I'm really hoping to go look at it because it does have power windows. I think that one's almost $27,000, which is way more than I was originally wanting to spend. But it is what it is. That always seems to be the case. I just want to update you guys on where we are on the hunt for a Jeep. I haven't found one yet. Hopefully in the next week or two we will. Lots of videos to come on Jeeps, man. They're the Lego of the car world. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.